With the global population aging at a rapid rate, investments focused on longevity are increasingly in vogue. Primetime Partners is an early-stage venture firm focused on this growing problem and says there's an $8.3 trillion market opportunity. The firm's investments are tackling everything from menopause symptom relief to end-of-life caregiver support. Joining us are Primetime's co-founders Abby Miller-Levy and legendary investor Alan Patricof. Thank you both so much for being here. So, Alan, let's start with you. At what age do you think people are starting to think about longevity? At what age do you kind of define in your investment thesis types of things that will help this idea and become something that you can capitalize on later?
Well, I think probably people in the Stone Age wanted to live a couple of years longer also, and they couldn't convince the dinosaurs otherwise. But I laugh and I say it amusingly because why shouldn't always people have been thinking about longevity? But it seems since we started Primetime, it wasn't really top of mind. It wasn't discussed. Today, it is really one of the 2 or 3 major subjects: climate, energy, and living longer. Wellness, living longer and at a healthy basis seems to be on everybody's, no matter who you're talking to. So you ask about age. I think people are starting to think about it in their 40s even, because they're doing devices, the Oura Ring, wearing patches, which are trying to tell them perhaps indicators of how prone they are to diabetes or how prone they are to heart disease. I don't think you can predict Alzheimer's yet. But I think that everyone has become very much aware of what can I do to live longer?
Because it's not just about living longer, it's about living longer better. You want to have a good quality of life as you live longer. So with that in mind, where do you see the biggest market opportunity right now? What is the GLP-1 drug or AI equivalent in the longevity space?
So it's absolutely about health span versus lifespan. And in the U.S., we have really doubled lifespan in the past 100 years, but health span hasn't grown at the same rate. And so when we think about the opportunity, we invest in early stage startups, but the biggest opportunity isn't very sexy. It's actually around controlling the cost of care. Because Medicare is close to $1 trillion spend, growing at 7.4% a year. And that creates a tremendous opportunity for entrepreneurs to help our government and the payers in the U.S., and it's also a global issue, the same issues happening across the globe, to manage care. So that is, how do we manage the cost of care? It is things like workflow automation and using AI. It is preventative care. It is data diagnostics to gauge disease earlier. So all of those are opportunities. While we don't always talk about it, but those are really important opportunities for entrepreneurs.
Alan, you're an investing legend, but you take care of yourself. So people watching this saying, what do you do? Like, what are the simple things you can do? Get up and move, stay engaged. What's your typical day? I think people would be fascinated.
You really want me to
that.
give you my secret?
Absolutely.
Well, you know I'm going to live to 114.
No doubt.
So that's written in stone. You know, I walk a lot. I fortunately married someone 5 months ago who likes to walk also. So we walk 4 or 5 miles every morning. Weekends, 8 to 10 miles, which is really, I'd say, number one. I have a trainer 2 or 3 times a week. I eat very carefully. And I honestly, most important, I think, is I have this positive point of view. I don't know the word no, and I'm willing to try almost anything. I went to a conference yesterday in Newport, and the people who invited me sent a plane. It was a single-engine prop plane, and when I got on, I find out that they have, as a safety, they have a parachute from the top of the plane. That plane is made with that. And who else would do something like that? I made it back, obviously, because I'm here. But I've just always been someone who tried something different. That's why, as you know, I've been in art, I've been in theater, I've been in music, I've been in, there's not much I haven't been in.
And you keep working. And there's plenty of data to show how combating social isolation and mental activation is so important as we age. And, you know, it's a shame, honestly, that people are retiring too early. And, you know, it's an opportunity. As we started this fund when I was 45 and Alan was 85. And, you know, we're just getting going. We're 4 years old. And so we've, you know, even just thinking about second careers, third careers, it's pretty important, not just for enjoyment of life and financial longevity, but for your health.